And then they're both dramatically brighter, up to 2000 nits peak brightness on the Pixel 8 and 2400 nits on the 8 Pro. I think that's the highest I've ever seen in a phone, so I think it should look really good, both indoors and outdoors.
Pixel 8 Pro having a flat display. This is something that we've never seen on a Pro phone from Google before.
I am very excited to get them out in the real world. They're calling it an Actua display and a Super Actua display. Not sure why, but I guess you gotta name everything.
So we're really excited to see flat display finally come to the Pro level version. The Pixel 8 goes all the way up to 2000 nits. Now, if you'll remember, that's the same peak brightness that we saw on the iPhone 15 Pro series. So in other words, a $699 phone from Google achieves the same level of brightness as an $1199 price from Apple. And the Pixel 8 Pro goes even further than that to 2400 nits. That is incredibly bright.
In the smartphone space, these camera units are some of the more distinctive. Like, many other manufacturers are not quite doing this and don't quite have this design language. So it really helps to ID the phone and give it a distinctive personality.
The Pixel 8 and 8 Pro now share the same upgraded 50 megapixel main camera system. Then the 8 also has a 12 megapixel ultra wide, but the 8 Pro just sends it all the way with a 48 megapixel ultra wide and a 48 megapixel 5x telephoto.
But now the Pixel 8 Pro is going to have Pro controls, allowing you to control the ISO and the aperture and all the other things that professional photographers use when they want to take a great shot. Unfortunately, this looks like it's only coming to the Pixel 8 Pro. So if you buy the Pixel 8, you will not have access to this.
And I also really like the new camera app layout, which is now separated basically into photo and video mode, and then all the various settings and modes are inside of each. So I think it makes a lot of intuitive sense. You could just switch to photo and then go to a specific photo mode. There's manual controls. It's not the first time I've seen it laid out this way, but when you get so much stuff happening in the camera, you don't want to move it out or hide it. You just need to sort of organize it in a capable way. I think this does a good job.
The main technical difference between the two is the camera department, because we are getting an extra camera on the Pixel 8 Pro, and of course it is that 5x zoom that you're seeing in this location right here.
It's called Zoom Enhance. Unfortunately, I can't show you this one because it's not available yet, but at the keynote, Google showed off what it can do. Basically, if you take a photo and then you zoom in on that photo, you're gonna get a very pixelated image.
And then there's also a feature I didn't get footage of, but it's called Best Take. So Google detects that you're taking a burst photo of a bunch of people, and it will take all of those together and give you the ability to tap on people's faces and change them to a different instance of a different face that they were making at a different time.
This is my first glance at the camera department. Yes, we have that periscope style zoom lens 5x, which Google claims is improved obviously on the latest generation. We've also got the latest chip in both of these devices, the G3. Front-facing camera in the center of the unit.
That's called Video Boost. And it's one of the weirdest, I don't even know if I can call it a software feature actually, but it's one of the weirdest things yet. So first of all, it's only available on the Pro Pixel. Second of all, it doesn't actually launch with the phone. It's coming soon or later.
With Video Boost, what you'll do is you'll take your video, upload it to Google's cloud. Google will then process every single frame of that video with its computational photography smarts, and then allow you to re-download that video and get a crisp, amazing video image that you wouldn't be able to get on your own.
So the really insane one is the Magic Editor. So you've probably already seen you can erase people from the background of photos with Magic Eraser, but now this Magic Editor will let you straight up select subjects and just move them around and completely alter the entire photo.
Something really interesting that's been added to the 8 Pro is a thermometer that can be pointed at food that you're cooking or other objects if you want to get a quick temperature reading. Unusual, it is unusual, but for me and in this space and the stuff, I would use that fairly frequently, honestly.
It's gonna wow you with very clever software at every corner. So here we're talking, there's a new Google Assistant feature where if you're on a web page in Chrome, you can ask the assistant to summarize the web page for you, and then using the same tech, I imagine that's in Google Bard, it'll quickly give you a 3 or 4 bullet point summary that's hopefully accurate. There's also a new Fix-It feature, which will proofread your messages built into the keyboard before you send them with things like grammar and all that. One of the crazy ones is the new call screen voice. So if you've used a Pixel, you know about call screen before, which is you're getting a call, it's an unknown number, you just let the Google Assistant screen the call. Then there's another one called Audio Eraser. It's a video editing feature. It's just on the Pixel 8 and 8 Pro, but you can actually use it on any video you've ever taken in your library. But that literally just erases background sounds from like a video of a subject. This year, it just feels like they rounded everything off. Like that's the big visible design update this year. Everything's a bit more rounded.
Now, the Pixel 8 doesn't have a matte back, but the Pixel 8 Pro series does. All three colors have matte backs, and there is no fingerprints being left behind. It feels silky smooth to the touch. We love matte back.
Both displays have actually gotten better. So the bezels are a bit thinner and they look pretty uniform all the way around to me.
And the matte finish around the other elements, including the frame of the device here, aluminum frame, and it has that brushed look to go with the glossy back. Very comfortable form factor. Now with this one, your index finger kind of rests right below the camera bar, giving you that really secure hold, like it's actually resting on there.
Like all of the neural cores and all the things that it's doing with AI processing is what's enabling all of this awesome, weird, fancy software magic stuff.
Using generative AI, you can zoom in on a photo that you've already taken, and the AI will replace those blurry pixels with crystal clear pixels, basically allowing you to zoom in on any photo and getting a terrific image.
Really, the story with the Tensor G3 is there's way more TPU and way more processing power for AI-related tasks, and that checks out because the Pixel story has always been all about the software, and that's still super true with these. Here are the battery sizes, the new batteries of these new phones. They're both a tiny bit bigger than last year.
Face unlock. What does that mean? On all other Pixel phones, except for the Pixel 4, if you use Face Unlock, you don't get the same level of biometric security as you do using a fingerprint sensor. So when you want to unlock a banking app or you want to do an NFC payment at a terminal somewhere, you have to unlock the phone using your fingerprint and not your face.
They're doing more stuff with the front-facing camera to make stuff like Face Unlock and unlocking stuff in apps more secure.
We've never seen this on a Pixel phone before. Now you have the best of both worlds. You want to use a fingerprint? Great. If you want to use Face Unlock, great. Either one is going to give you the same level of security. Now, with Google Pixel, we have 7 years of Android security updates, 7 years of OS upgrades, and 7 years of feature drops, making the Google Pixel 8 series the best investment you can make if you want to keep your phone for an extended period of time.
This is awesome, is 7 years of OS security and feature drop updates for the 8 and 8 Pro. 7 years.